My name is Terri Kellerman, and I've been selling real estate in Fayette County for 20 years this year. I got my license in 1996 after working 12 years at Southern Regional Medical Center in Riverdale, and decided I needed to do something different. I really enjoyed being with people and getting out there, and I really enjoyed sales. I had considered medical sales at that time and interviewed for a couple of jobs, but one of my friends convinced me that I needed to sell real estate. She was selling real estate at the time, and she encouraged me and told me how much I would enjoy selling real estate. And little did I know 20 years later that she would be right about that. And so for 20 years I have been selling real estate, mostly with Century 21 during those 20 years. And not only have I been selling real estate, but when I do something, I like to jump in with both feet. And so right from the beginning of my career, I actively was participating with the Fayette County Board of Realtors and became a committee chairman almost right out of the gate, being freshly licensed. I eventually worked up to being president of the Board of Realtors in 2004 and went on to be a state director for the state of Georgia for several years after that. To work with other agents and actually help them to do their business was so rewarding for me, and it still is. There's a lot of changes in real estate. Real estate changes every year, whether they change contracts or the way we do closings. There's always something to be learned, and I'm always very anxious to help somebody else learn what's new in the business. In 2005, we started to see a decline in the market, and it pretty much bottomed out like in 2008. So we had to adapt and try to do the best that we could. At that time, a lot of realtors dropped out of the business because they couldn't make ends meet, but we stuck with it, and we made things come together. We made deals happen. When we faced the challenge with the market starting to go downhill in 2005, 2004, we had two brokerages at the time, one here, of course, in Fayetteville, which we had been a part of since 1999, and then the other Century 21 office we had it down in Jackson, Georgia. So we knew that we had an opportunity to move on from there. We were offered a buyout for both offices, and we decided to go with it. So at that point in time, we were bought out by Coldwell Banker, which I moved my license to Coldwell Banker as part of a non-compete clause that I had agreed to for 2 years. But once that 2 years was up, I knew I was ready for another change or challenge, however you wanted to look at it. But it was at that time that I moved my license with Sean at Meridian Realty at the time. That was before he was Century 21, and that was in 2008. I moved my license with Sean, so I've been with Sean for 8 years, and my business just continued to grow. I'm an associate broker with Century 21 Meridian Realty, and Sean just had a knack for bringing in the business and making sure that all of his agents were doing well. Century 21 Meridian Realty and Meridian Realty prior to that is just like a family to me. And I really feel like after kind of being out of pocket for the last 2 years because of health reasons, coming back and working with them full time again is like coming home to me.